Yo, what's good everyone? This is John Silver from Antimir, and I'm gonna run you through the guitar tone from our album One with the Stream. So let's just hear the full mix basically. I've bounced it down to stems. I've muted the vocals, so I hope it sounds the way that it sounds on the album, without the vocals. So yeah, that is For Eyes, and I've also prepared Heavensent, the like two brother songs of this album. Yeah, so basically the album uses two different guitar tones because we use two different guitars, two different tunings. So for Foreign Eyes, we used an Ibanez 8-string guitar with Fishman mics, Fishman pickups. So I've got a rhythm guitar bus, and I've got an Ibanez bus, and I got a Gretsch baritone bus, because Heavensent is played on a 6-string baritone. So yeah, this is the Ibanez tone for basically half the songs, including Foreign Eyes. Alright, so starting off, I'm using the 40 Nameless with the grind pedal set at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever. The gain here, MVC at 6, and then the gain 2 at 6, and the gain 1 at 1. Full bass, full mid, whatever treble, whatever presence. This sounds a bit shrill, these high-end controls on this one. For cabs, I'm using the GGD Cali, the massive cab with one SM57, one M160 microphone. This is dark, the SM57 is bright and a bit lower in volume. Then I'm using an instance of Soothe on both guitars. So let's just hear what the Soothe is doing to this tone. Smooths it out a bit. And then before the actual amp, we've got a lot of different stuff here. So let's just listen to the left guitar here, pan it to center. So first we have a hiss remover, basically when the guitar notes is sustaining or like rings out. This removes the digital hiss or whatever. Doesn't make a lot of sense to show it here. But that's a cool trick. Then we use the Pro Q to remove some high end before the amp, because the 40 Nameless is so like scratchy and shrilly. So I'm removing this basically. Like the bad sounding string noise. Then before the amp, we also have an instance of Archetype Gojira that uses the whammy pedal sometimes and activates the dirt pedal sometimes. Then we have a HM2 blend that is set at 20%, kind of sick. And then a multi-transient designer that adds attack in the high mids only, basically. Alright, so for the Ibanez bus, we can listen to both guitars again, and I'm bypass this. Removing some mud, removing some radio frequencies, notching out a bit of harshness, adding back some high end. And for the cab, I think it's missing some of these frequencies, so that's why I boost right here. These are for controlling the chugs. And then we have Fab Filter Saturn that's thickening up the tone quite a bit, so let's hear this. Super dope. And then we have the Pro MB multiband compressor to just even the frequency spectrum out a bit. Yes, and then we have the rhythm guitar bus that this tone feeds into and the 6-string baritone tone feeds into. Let's just go over this quick. It's not really super advanced. High and low cut on this one, as well as a mid stereo field, mid boost only. That makes the guitars pop in Bluetooth mono speakers, whatever. So let's just hear this. It has this warm thing activated as well to get some coloration basically. The distressor is only for pick attack, makes it sound like you play harder. So the slowest attack, and it basically only does 2 to 3 decibels of gain reduction. This virtual tape machine to soften the tone up a bit, makes it more pleasant to listen to. Super dope. Then we have a stereo imager. And finally, we have the Pro MB Fab Filter that is the input is the kick, so the kick is sidechained to this, so it only ducks the low frequencies when the kick hits. So yeah, let's inactivate these and go over the Heavensent guitar tone, the Gretsch 6-string baritone. It's basically the same, I just wanted to split them up to get some more control. Let's hear this tone. Super clowny riff. All right, let's just take the breakdown chugs right here. So I'm using the same 14 nameless with the grind a bit higher and the gain a bit higher on this one, I think. The same cab with slightly different settings. Soothe, the same kind of pre-processing before the amp. So the Pro MB again, slightly different with more of a pick attack boost on this one. The Archetype Gojira with automation on dirt and whammy. The same HM2 but with less blend, yeah, it's at 10%. And then the high mid transient attack boost thing, whatever. For the baritone Gretsch bus here, we got this EQ that sounds like this. Aside from these notches, I think it maybe even sounds better without the EQ, but that's in solo, so I guess this EQ makes it sound better in the whole mix. Saturn, maybe a different kind of frequency spectrum here on this distortion. Let's hear it. Yeah, thickens that up quite a bit, and then the same MB. So yeah, basically that's the tone for the album. See you guys.